everybody, I'm Mike.
I'm Vance.
I'm Clint.
And I'm Cody.
And today we're giving our thoughts and opinions on Far Cry Primal.
I recently picked this up the other day, and so far, it's surprising me. I was kind of nervous when I saw another Far Cry game come out so quickly, because 4 kind of felt like 3 with a couple additions, and I was nervous this wasn't going to live up to that.
Well, the thing that I was a little worried about is, they haven't made any games that are based back on, right after the Ice Age?
Like prehistoric times.
Yeah,
this is
so
new.
Mesozoic era, I believe.
I was kind of happy for it, but then at the same time, I was a little nervous because I didn't know how they were going to do it.
I was definitely nervous because I just felt like there wasn't enough there to make a good campaign. Now, I don't know much about the campaign. You guys have played it. I've only watched gameplay of it. I just picked the game up literally today. So I will be playing it here shortly.
And what I've seen of it so far, the story is actually kind of interesting. And I don't know if it was Ubisoft or the actual developers. The name escapes me right now who developed the game, but there's actually different languages in the game for each of the tribes, which is crazy to hear. The game none of it is in English, vocally.
That's what I was worried about as well.
Do you guys know if this is an actual language or is it just made up?
I believe it's an actual language.
It's an actual language
It
that
is?
was used?
I believe
They made it.
I believe it's got some actual language to it. I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
There's languages we don't even know yet. So
yeah, and someone had to go back and study this whole kind of language to update it and add English translations and all of it.
We can look that up later and maybe just,
Yeah, but anywho,
but
that's actually really cool how they have that. I do like that.
That frightened me a little bit, not going to lie.
How?
Just it being different languages, because I'm used to, Far Cry 4, I was into it. I listened to what they were saying and stuff. Now I got to read it, and it threw me off a little bit.
You'll start to pick up on some things.
Yeah, I was a little scared.
Do you watch anime?
Barely.
You should be fine then.
I don't watch anime, but you start to pick up on some of the phrases, or at least the tone of some of the things they'll come to say, and you'll start to, especially like the enemies when they recognize you, you'll start to learn some of those phrases when you pick it up nearby.
I've noticed that just from watching funny moments and stuff.
Yeah, and the crafting in the game is what really brings it to life. Far Cry has always had crafting. You go pick up some boar skins, but I like upgrading my weapons and building my village, which kind of keeps it going in the kind of older kind of time set that it's in.
Yeah. Also, the equipment also changes when you upgrade it. From the normal bow that you usually
have. You get 2 shots. You can get 2 arrows at one time.
No. When you actually upgrade the bow, it actually changes the entire bow itself.
Yeah, visually it looks different.
It looks different.
Yeah.
Some other games, it just makes it stronger. This one actually changes what it looks like. Like from the spear, it was like a normal rock on top of it. Yeah. Then it starts shaving it down, adding some more wood on it, making it serrated.
It kind of did that in Far Cry 4 with the bow. It did change its aspect.
It did?
In between.
Yeah, the bow you did actually get
the first bow was like a stick with some string, and then you actually get legit bows when it gets upgraded.
Well, like a compound or something?
I don't think it ever went up to that.
I think it's just basically a traditional bow.
Oh, okay, traditional. Okay.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. The other thing that's pretty interesting that I've heard is you have to actually, when you're in the colder parts, you literally have to make fires and everything.
You have to stay warm.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You can't go into the north without winter clothes.
Here's the thing. Wow. I did notice I just upgraded that ability. Your base stat to go into the cold, you only can survive for 4 minutes, then you will start to die. When you upgrade it, it goes to 10 minutes, and then when you upgrade it to the final level, you can stay in there as long as you want. But for the first additional, no upgrades whatsoever, you need to get to a campfire, you need to stay there, or you will die. Which adds a cool survival aspect.
And I like how you actually have to upgrade some of these things to open up parts of the map. Vance was talking about the winter clothes to go into the north area. You have to have a grappling hook to travel farther south, and a 2-handed club will actually get you into some areas blocked off by rocks and other debris, which kind of opens up more maps as you get these cool upgrades to all your weapons.
It's actually kind of cool because all the other ones, they've pretty much been as soon as you start the game, you can go wherever pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you had the technology in the newer games to do that. This one, you don't have a little helicopter thing you can take from one side of the map to the other like you did in 4.
Well, you do have a mammoth.
A sketchy little...
Yeah, mammoth.
You do have a mammoth.
You got to get that ability to ride them. You can't just start the game and do that.
Yeah, you do have to get the ability.
But
what about the animal team?
Yeah, speaking of mammoths, we got to talk about the big fucking elephant in the room. You can tame animals in this bitch.
I've tamed a wolf.
I like how
I haven't done
you said
much
the
on
big
that.
elephant.
And I looked immediately at
looks at me.
I don't know how it
Thanks, everybody.
Really elephant, Mike. Anyways,
Mike.
but I mean, there's a bunch of different animals you can tame. You can tame everything from this little dingo-looking thing, honey badgers, up to a fucking saber tooth and a bear.
I found a honey badger finally in Far Cry Primal, and I couldn't go back to my Far Cry 4 days and just blow it up with the largest thing I had. I had to fight it with a spear.
Even in 4, you try hitting that thing with a
You shoot it in the head with a freaking sniper rifle, and it's just like, huh? Oh,
I need
cool.
to tame one of
I'm going to
those.
attack him now.
And what's cool is the different animals have different abilities.
Yes and no. There are actually different varieties of them. You'll have the regular base wolf, you have a white wolf,
Yes.
and then you'll have the striped wolf.
That's
which
not what
the
I'm talking
striped
about.
wolf actually has immunity to fire, while the other ones do not. All the special ones have just immunity to fire. Some of them are better at stealth, some of them have better stats, but it really doesn't have abilities.
Okay, well, I know for a fact if you get a honey badger, it actually scares all wildlife around you.
Right.
It scares them off. That's an ability if you
Same
ask me.
thing with the bear and the saber tooth.
Well, it's a fucking bear. Yeah, I'm going to run from it too. And a saber tooth.
Yes, but
They're the intimidating... what was the fucking
I
word
think
they
it's just a
used?
larger, more intimidating type
Yeah,
of
but
animal
each
that'll
tier
do
has
that.
got its own special... I'm going to call it an ability. I think it's an ability.
It does, really.
I mean,
I've
like,
seen
it's a
some
passive.
I mean,
stuff
yes,
about it.
they have rare animals that are immune to fire, like you said. I know that.
Here's what I've seen. Like, the first tier doesn't scare any of them away. The second tier scares the
Yes,
first tier away.
but-
Third tier scares all of them away.
Okay.
And then the great ones scare everything away.
If you get the black dingo thing, I'm not even sure if they're called dingoes. They're
The rare dingo?
They got big ass ears and a little dog.
I call them
It
dingoes.
brings resources to you. It picks it up.
The D-hole.
It'll get
That's what it's called.
So you got to pick up the D-hole?
Yeah, you pick up stuff dropped from the D hole.
Do you put anything in it?
I haven't noticed that when I.
Well, you can put meat in it.
You can put meat in the D-hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever put your spear in the D-hole?
Okay,
If you want to
guys.
kill it, yes.
Okay, guys.
One thing I kind of don't like about the animals, but I guess it makes sense, is after you tame it, you have that thing forever. It dies, you just whistle and another one appears.
No, you have to revive it with red leaves. It
And
doesn't.
I've seen gameplay where it died and
Okay,
you just
both of
whistled
us
and
have the
another
game.
one
Both of
came
us have
in.
the
Both of us have been playing
Is
the
there
game.
an
If
ability
it
or
dies,
something?
No.
you have to revive it with red leaves. Then you can just call it.
Or
You can just revive it from the menu. Though.
Yeah, you can revive it from the menu.
which
But you
costs
have to use
8
red
red
leaves.
leaves. Or you
Oh,
can
well,
get
I
abilities that
didn't
limit that down.
see anything about red leaves. I just know he went to his menu and whistled and bam, it was there. And then
Yeah,
he
you-
went and fucking skinned the original dead one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do that.
yeah.
Why waste it?
Well, no, I
That's neat.
agree, but I just thought you whistled and they revived. I didn't know about the red leaves. Again, I haven't played it. I just picked up the thing.
And I think the animals add a nice facet to combat, especially the owl. Since you don't have binoculars in Far Cry,
Yeah.
for the outposts, because it's Far Cry, there's going to be outposts. And since there's no binoculars to spot everyone, they add an owl you can fly over. But the owl can actually do more than just spot enemies. You can attack once you upgrade it, and it flies. So I guess
bombs.
drop bombs.
You can tell the
Wait, does it really drop bombs?
Yeah, you can,
Yeah, you
drop
can
it,
upgrade it to drop bombs.
I thought you were just joking
Pretty
there for a
awesome.
second. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gets a little World War II helmet and drops
Yeah.
some bombs.
And go Hiroshima. On
We're getting it on Tuesday for PC.
So you'll see a lot of mods probably
Yeah.
soon.
Probably put some videos up on mods.
I haven't noticed. Is there a community?
Thank you
like
for
the old-
interrupting me, Vance.
You were done, ass wipe. And is there a community thing where they can make custom maps like Far Cry 4 yet? I haven't
That's
noticed
one thing
it.
I want to bring up. There, unlike the other Far Cry 4 and such, there is not a multiplayer component to this. So there will not be any custom maps, no multiplayer modes at all, which was kind of just a fun distraction. It wasn't a big part of the game. It was kind of something to do on the side. I like the Far Cry 4 custom maps that you could upload and view the top-rated ones, but other than that, it was just a fun distraction. So I don't mind them taking it out, because the game still seems to fulfill as a full release, in my opinion.
Okay. I also do like about this. There's rumors that all Ubisoft makes Assassin's Creed, right?
Yes.
And they make this game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ubisoft's the developer or whatever.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft Montreal,
I-
Ubisoft.
I hear that all the games for Ubisoft games take place in the same universe. It's a rumor. Don't know if it's true, but there's 2 Easter eggs in this that I know of. You actually see one of the people doing a leap of faith off of a cliff into a I don't know if it's hay or leaves or whatever the fuck it is. He does the leap of fate that in the Assassin's Creed games.
Does it kill him?
No.
Oh.
And that's rumored, again, that since they all take place in the same universe, that's the start of the leap of faith that the Assassins use.
Huh.
And there's also Easter egg from Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, right? That was 3, right?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
Yeah, where you get
DLC
to
for
see
that.
one of the dragon skeletons and it's all glowing purple and stuff. It looked pretty cool. It's in a cave somewhere.
The only thing I saw that I thought was a dragon was this giant skull that has this huge horn that sticks up out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell is this? What made this thing?
It's in a
original
cave
unicorn.
somewhere.
The original unicorn. Jesus Christ, God help us all.
One more thing I want to talk about before we give our rating.
No.
I don't know if anyone else has anything to talk about, but I know there's certain, I want to say items, kind of. The crafting thing that you can pick up in certain locations. Like, there's only certain wood that you can pick up on the east side of the map and stuff.
Yes, there's specific materials that can only be found up in the north, in
Yeah.
the middle, and even in the south.
Yeah, so that's a really cool aspect I like about it. It actually incorporates the fact that, shit doesn't grow everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
certain-
good that shit doesn't grow everywhere.
And
No, it doesn't
Okay,
grow,
maybe
it's
a
just
smart
there.
ass.
And that keeps it so you don't unlock everything before you actually do
Yeah.
any story quests.
I mean,
like in the other ones, you could just like,
Far Cry
okay,
4...
I can open world. I'm gonna go unlock everything and then come back and do
That's
quests.
pretty much almost what I did in Far Cry 4.
So this one blocks it off. So you have to meet someone to craft this or get into a certain area before you actually upgrade certain equipment.
There's one more thing I just remembered. You in this game, you actually bring people, bring other people into your camp. I don't know. It's not a camp. It's like a village.
It's your village.
You can bring people in there. Like, I know you have to bring like a crafter or something. He
Yeah.
sends you on special missions and stuff.
Yeah,
You
those are
bring
the main
people in
quests.
and you level them up. Supposedly, from what I hear, I don't know if that's
You,
true.
you
or
don't
not.
level them up, you level up their huts, and then when you level those up, more skills are
Yeah,
available to be...
That's
Yeah.
you level something up that involves them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Pretty much it looks more and more like a village.
Okay.
And we haven't completed the game, so this isn't an official rating, but we're each going to give our thoughts and opinions and a temporary rating until a couple of us finish the game for a more concrete opinion on it. So why don't you start us out, Clint?
Okay. I'm not sure what to give this because I don't know how well the story is going to play out. So I'm going to keep it kind of not as high as I want it to be, but I'm going to give it probably an 8. Just because there's some very cool aspects about it. I just want to know how the campaign turns out. So once I play that, I'll give my true basis.
I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7 for now. I mean, it's still a great game. I'm a little miffed that they removed some of the elements of the last Far Cry, like the multiplayer and map building components, which were entertaining, but it may go up. The story's kind of compelling at this point, and I want to see where it goes and if the rating may increase at that point.
I'm gonna have to rate it at probably about I'd say 7.5. I haven't played it yet. It comes out for PC on Tuesday, so I'm getting it then. And once I get more on it, then I'll give it a good rating as to what I think it
You
deserves.
could probably do some videos on mods.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
When those come out for it.
And, well, I'd give it a 7, kind of on the same base as Cody, because you do lose the multiplayer and the customization that kept that game just going and going and going. But, I mean, what have I played? I like the animal concept, and it's fun. I like
And
it.
multiplayer in that environment would be awesome.
That would be.
It'd be different, but it'd be cool. I would enjoy
would.
it.
Yeah. So maybe they'll update it. Maybe they'll just leave it as single player. But either that, it's our thoughts. We'll bring more when we actually complete the game.
All right, well, we'll see you guys.
Bye.